Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. We're back. In the last episode, or well, one of these episodes, we set up time crystal automation. As you can see, it's filled to the brim. Why is that? Because this guy's out of pickaxe. Why is that? Because we got hella time crystals. So we can go ahead and put a new pickaxe in. I should get an indestructible one just so it runs forever, but, well, maybe we'll do that this episode. But you know, we've got plenty of diamonds too, so yeah, that'll do what it needs to do, I guess. It's actually nice to see it in action. We like those. Cool. Alright, yeah. And as another thing, we got the time wand set up. And as another thing, we have, I don't remember where we have it, I think it's down here, in this horrible basement we've made. We have this guy, which automates it, doing things we did last episode. So that's pretty good. I will say, I do like the idea of getting unobtainium and stuff like that sorted, because, I mean, our tools aren't made out of it, which means I think that we don't have it. There's a chance we have some. Like, if we search Allthemodium, we got some. If we search vibranium, we've got none. If we search unobtainium, we also have none. So let's try to sort that out. So, first things first, Allthemodium. Now, if we wanted to get a bee, which is my first instinct, we would get the spawn egg, and we would get that by casting, casting molten Allthemodium, 4 ingots worth, so hey, we've got it, on top of an ancient bee spawn egg. Now, if we search ancient, we have combs. That means we're processing ancient bee stuff, or at least, you know, it means there's an ancient bee in action. So we'll head over here, see what exactly is going on, so we'll pop on in. So what's happening? Inside here, we've got a skulk and a normal bee. Inside here, we have an ancient bee and an asnium bee. We also have an ancient comb that... Okay. Huh. Interesting. Either way, it might just not be chunk loaded or something. Yeah, maybe. It's a bit strange. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. We do have an ancient bee. Now, the problem is to get an ancient bee spawning, which is what we need. We have to, at least according to this, get it through honey treat, which is not a fun time. Because, sorry, I still have a bit of a cough. We can't just get that. We gotta automate ancient bees, which means automated netherite, which we can do, but it also means automated diamond bees, or it means breeding multiple ancient bees. Essentially not fun time. Let's consult up here real quick, because I don't remember what's happening up here. We have the bottler setup. So we have like crushing of bees. We have the gene indexer. Does this guy have, let's sort him a bit. That doesn't work. So we've got silver and silver. Okay. Good lineup. And that's pretty much it in terms of types of bees. Very interesting. So I do wonder, what do we do with like diamond bees and stuff? How do we get our hands on a diamond bee? We actually do have 2 bonus diamond bees. Okay, let's give it a shot. So let's go let's go netherite. We have a bunch of scrap, so we should be able to make netherite ingots. Relatively easy, as you can see. I will grab 1 block, but more importantly, we will breed diamond bees together. Ideally. Is that a diamond bee there? Is that... right? That one would assume that that is a diamond bee. The visuals here are confusing, to say the least. Visually, I feel like things aren't working, but that might be okay. And we'll chuck 2 cages in there. We'll pretend that that'll do something. Will it do something? I'll be honest, I don't think so. Breeding items, any flower. Okay. It just feels like it's not... That doesn't look like a diamond. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Diamond bee. Oh no, it looks... Yeah, it's a diamond bee. Alright, cool. Diamond bee, what flower does it use? It actually uses blocks of diamond or diamond ore, allegedly. For breeding, we can have a look in here. It doesn't show that it works against itself. And it does show that it just uses flowers. But it also doesn't explicitly say that it doesn't breed amongst itself. You know how they usually say that? So I'll be honest, I'm at a loss. I have no idea what we're looking at here. Okay. If I grab Speed upgrades. Does that do something for us? Are these poppies actually there? 2 poppies. Diamond bee. Oh, this is a child bee. That makes sense. My bad. I was like, something's not right here. Alright, can we upgrade this as well? We need nether stars. Did we have that automated? As you can see, I'm catching up. Sorry for your birds squawking in the background and whatnot. It is what it is, sadly. There's so much to do. Such little time. Okay. Before we commit to this, because look, we probably will, but before we do, is there any other way that we can get Allthemodium that's fun? Before we commit to just bees. There's seeds, obviously. Seeds, I'm not the biggest fan of. If we just look at ingot, there's obviously smelting the stuff. I'll bookmark the ore as well. There's the dust. We'll bookmark the dust just in case. We'll check that. See if there's anything interesting that can make the dust. Maybe there's like a machine that makes it as a byproduct. We'll look at the fluid as well. Maybe there's like a mob we can chuck in there or something. Okay, that didn't work. The ore, how can we get that? We can get it from a sag mill with Allthemodium ore. Who would have thought? So we'll bookmark that stuff as well. Once again, just to double check. Yeah, it's okay. Cool. You have requests. The laser drill. This isn't horrible. We laser drill all the time. We end up laser like. I will say, I will be disappointed if there's not another. Like we've got mining, we've got the laser drills, we've got bees, we've got seeds. That's sort of like, that's the game. That's been the mod pack for ages. I'm hoping there's something else that will get us resources. I was hoping it was trees when I saw there was productive trees. Because I thought that would be cool to do like logs or something, but I think that's not what that is. Let me know if there is another way. Because like we've done laser drill. Okay. The dust. Any neat little thing? Fermented ore. I mean, you still need the ore to get there. Yeah, that's not really gonna do it. Okay. Molten Allthemodium. Allthemodium rod, block, slate. Yep, all this stuff is Allthemodium. These aren't the ingots you're looking for. Okay, sure. Okay. And the only other thing is maybe nuggets. Is there like a sneaky little essence? We'll give you a nugget. The combs are just going to give us nuggets as well. At a percentage. So this ain't going to be too good either. And then that's all she wrote. I believe. Okay. And yeah, the ores don't have recipes when I click on them. They just tell you where to find them. Cool. Well, we're doing bees. Okay, so, first things first. I'm back. This guy, almost done. I was going to go get some speed upgrades. As in some speedier upgrades using nether stars. We still might, but prior to doing that, let's at least get this up and running. Bee, diamond. So this is now an adult bee. We can chuck that in there. It eats it. Yum, 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 yum. And it will make us bees. Cool. Awesome. Okay. The next thing I want to do is see if we can get this guy up and running. So he runs on soul sand and wither skeleton skulls. He comes down here. We have a clicker that I'm guessing uses a sword and will defeat that in question. I'm pretty sure this was up and running. Target hostile. I have my sword, which I'll give it. And let's just see, let's make sure this works. This could be horrible. Brace yourselves. So that doesn't work. Now, in the past, we've encountered this same problem. This happens when a skull is placed prior to, like when all the skulls are placed prior to the rest of the structure, the rest of the wither. So we have a few options. In the past, what I've done is I've had it wait in order to place that until the rest is placed. You know what I mean? So that sort of keeps it guaranteed. What we can do, I guess, is set up an advanced block breaker if we can easily do that, and manually sort of help it out a little bit. We can automate it probably, but I think we'll probably just, at the very least for now, do it manually. Ender pearls are still low. That is a problem we need to solve. I'm surprised we didn't. Yeah, I think we were running off of those. Did I get the right thing? Okay. the things that summon them that you guys were talking about in the comments. We did use that before, but I'm guessing we'll just run it up. We didn't actually automate it. So we want to now go forward that way. So like here, for example, we'll give it power. We will give it not that pickaxe. We'll give it a different pickaxe. Pickaxe. We'll just make a new one. Sure. Whatever. And that should just be good. There you go. Okay. Now, if it breaks the head, it drops the head. Which we don't want, but we can grab a collector. Block your ears. Are we good? That's pretty good. Okay. Sorry that probably broke everyone's ears. I like this collector from Zycraft. So we will grab this. We will place this onto a dim chest. So we'll go dim chest and we'll place this here. That has grabbed the everything. And so I don't mind this guy break. Oh, what's that? Well, hold on a minute. Why is it? Okay. We're going to move everything up one. And we're going to hope that that reaches. Boom. What is it? What? Okay. We're going to put the... I'm furious is my official statement on the topic. We'll chuck that there. We'll just make another one. Do we have another nebulous heart? We've got a few laying around. Boom, boom, boom. I'm scared. Where are we? Collector. What's this? I mean, that'll work too. Dim chest. Yeah. Did I get it? Okay, cool. And that can just run forever. I kind of don't care. We're going to automate stuff, so it won't be a problem. My sword, I do care. All right, well, hey, it got us some diamonds, right? So diamonds, nether stars. So we can make our upgrades if we need to, which we probably will for this stuff going forward. Speaking of which, diamond bee. We now have 2 more children diamond bees. So what I would like to do is grow one of these up. Now, as you can see, that's a bit slow, but if we go speed, we press use, and we get some speedier upgrades, then we can get 2 of these. And instead of this speed, we get that speed, and we get that speed. Oh, wow. That is pretty good. Like, genuinely, that is really good. Okay, so now we search diamond bee. And one of these will be an adult bee, which we can grab. We have our block of netherite, so we will go pow, pow. What? Where did... Okay. Sure. Where are you? Where are you? Boom. And so now we have ancient bee, ancient bee. Now, I do still want an ancient bee, so this... You know what? It's fine. We'll just make another. We've got stuff to make another. We can leave that guy in there. We don't have to, but I think we just will. Does that make sense to any of you guys? No? That's okay. So what we're going to do is chuck him in there. That's pretty good. And we can still go faster than that, which is awesome. So that's fine. He'll show up there. We want more cages. We probably want like quite a few cages. Pow, 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 pow. Pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow. 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 Cool. Success. Diamond B. There we go. We have another adult diamond B. Cool. Pow, pow, boom. 2 netherite bees. Let us see, will they breed? They allegedly will. So we can chuck that in. I'm going to go ahead and run our machine a little bit more. By our machine, I mean our wither killer. So what we will do is we will... Yeah, I guess I've manually done it. So we'll search wither, where we have plenty of skulls. We'll search soul, sand, which we have that there. And the beautiful part is we can order more. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you were skulls. There you go. Pretty sure you were soul sand. Pretty sure you were soul sand. Look at that. All right, we'll jump down here. Chuck in our sword. Hold your ears. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, well, hold on. I mean, that's fine, but we probably don't want the explosion either, right? We just want that to be, like, a little quiet. But yeah, cool. So we've got the withers set up here. Now, they do still regen, which means this has its work cut out for it, as you can see at the top of the screen. It's not by any means perfect. It's swinging a lot faster than it probably should. If I up this, it does not make things better. Now, we obviously don't want our sword to break. We like this sword. It's a good sword. We want to at least have all the other stuff made. Do we think it can get through it in time? I'll be honest. I'm not 100% sure. So, so, yeah. I guess we just have a sacrificial diamond sword to potentially chuck in there. Oh, no. We got through it quite fine. So, is this able to reach? I mean, it just isn't, is it? But if we increase that, then we are. So this guy's useless. Is basically lesson of the day. Cool. Okay. Awesome. So, I mean, this guy's probably done, but that's not the point. The point is that I still have to sleep because we haven't automated that. That's fine. How are you guys doing, by the way? It's been a little while. I want to play. That's why I'm not talking. I want to play. He should have done his thing, which is cool. Let's search flower. Let's search rose. No, what was it? Poppy? Yeah, there we go. We got 2 of those. Chuck them in there. Cool. Awesome. And then we want speedy upgrades. Boom. Boom. Okay. Ideally, we want 4, but we'll get 2 more for this as well, because this guy's going to need a run. So these 2 speed upgrades will become those. We'll take these out, and we'll chuck in these. And that is insane. That is exactly what the bee mod was missing, in terms of just, like, the ability to have stuff happen fast. It's so nice. Like, that is so good. Okay. So, what we want to do is I would actually want the netherite bees, the ancient bees, because see how they're all the same thing? I should be able to tell them to go into here, and they will, which is awesome. And so then it's purely the honey trees we're waiting on. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so good. Like, that's genuinely so good. Okay. Let's search cage, grab out a stack, chuck in a stack. Alright, this is really good. So, we're now getting a bunch of ancient bees, which is great. What we would like to do with them is, if we wanted more netherite, I could chuck a couple in, not a problem. What we want to do is crush them. Now, I will say, let's prevent this. The bee we are breeding is a high productivity and a high productivity. Now, that's okay. Ideally, we want a very high productivity. Now, the productivity is the green ones. So, as we can see, we've got a bunch of highs. Essentially, any bee that we've squished, we've gotten its productivity. Most of which are high, medium, and some lows. Very high. There exists a very high productivity. We want that. Now, how do we get that? From memory, it's from a kamikazbee. Gives you very high productivity. That is the word on the street. Now, how do you get one? Wonderful question. I don't remember. I believe it involves getting stung. Here you go. 30% chance to spawn a kamikazbee when hit. So, you need to get these. You need to either breed them or squish enough of them to get very high productivity gene samples, and then make more bees out of them. That is my understanding of how this works, and that is what we will try to do. So, first things first, we need a bee nest, which needs beehive bee wax, which apparently we get from the bumblezone. Okay. You mine it with axes. Is there any other word on the street on how we get that? A ritual? Okay. Beehive beeswax. Alrighty. Well, let's, I can't make pearls. Why can't I make pearls? Because I need this, and that we just magically get. Okay. So. If I'm not mistaken, and look, we don't need very high productivity, but if we can do it all in one, then it's awesome. Okay. I was like, there's a way to do it. I swear. Alright, so what we are after, specifically, is either a bee nest or beehive beeswax. Beehive beeswax. We've got honeycomb blocks with porous honeycomb in it. It's also probably dark for you guys. Did I bring anything, anything of light? Survey says no. I mean, look, there's probably something in here that glows brighter than the 7 suns, but I can't see it because I'm blind. That's my official excuse. All right, let's open the map. We have Polly's base over there. We've got a bunch of bees there. I'd imagine that the bees are by the beehive thingy. So I say we head yonder. So let's go small tunnel and just do a couple of these. What's this guy set up for? He's got mending. Just trying to figure out what I've set up. And here we are in this. In this beautiful place. What? Okay. So what have we got? We have honey slimes. Okay. They actually seem relatively friendly. We have... I can't fly in here. Okay. I didn't bring my sword with, but I've at least got this. Can we... How am I missing? Come on, guys. Okay. Yeah, I can't fly. Okay. And then there's that in the middle. What? I think my arm is striking them with lightning, to be fair. What is actually happening, though? Slowness, bleeding. I can fly. Oh, I must have had an effect that's... Or just in that room. Maybe it's a boss room. You can't fly in it. Well, listen. It's okay. Whatever it was, it's okay. My... my Paxel's better than my thingy thing. Anyway. Okay, so what's happening here? Can we, without dying or spawning a boss... These are honey crystals. And amethyst clusters. Okay. And then lots of bees. I think those are bee spawners. We have a liquid down here, sugar water. Scrumptious. And then we have some rooms over here. What's this? Bee soup. Okay. More bee soup. Alrighty. I'm tempted. I will say I am tempted. But I'm... where does it say we get it from? A decorative block that forms the ceiling/floor boundaries of the bumblezone dimension. Ah. Okay, cool. So I need to either go up or down. We're at Y40. Give or take. Okay. And so I want to essentially just do this. And then we can fall down. I don't take fall damage, but I'm still a little bit scared. And then, oh, there we go. And then we got this. Does this lead into... I didn't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. At least we know. Teleporting... Oh. I guess there's probably like a chance that it doesn't work or something. We'll go back down. So we don't want to go all the way down. We also probably don't want to go into the water. So we'll just go through here a little bit. Head down here. That looks scary, but don't fear. Here we are. Alrighty. And so we do that, and we've got a decent amount. I don't really know how many we'll need, so we'll grab a few. Yeah, that's nice. And then... and then we'll just fall down the hole, I guess. Sure. Yeah. Ta-da! Whatever. Okay. So we now have the stuff that we need. Okay. Chance to spawn kamikazbee when hit. Cool. So we make a bee nest. We make a helmet, or we combine it with the helmet that we have. Awesome. We put it in our head slot, like that. Okay. And now when I get hit, there's a chance that a bee will spawn. And I believe we want to either capture it, or the smart thing to do is get a catcher. There is a catcher block that should do that. So what can we get hit by? What do we actually have? Obviously, what do we have in terms of spawn eggs that we can make? Can I just make like a zombie spawn egg easily? Just like have it hit me? Why can't I think about how to write zombie? Zombie charm fragments. What do we have? Charm fragments. Interesting. Okay. Well, that doesn't really help. Let me think. Snow? We don't have snow? I was like, we can do a snow golem. We probably just do a golem, right? Do we have pumpkin? Well. Can I craft a jack-o'-lantern? Carve pumpkin? No, I've got to like do axe or something, right? Alright. We're just gonna... This is fine. So if I place this and I right-click it, that doesn't work. But if we grab an axe, platinum axe. Nope. It's shears. So we grab... I'm trying to spell with one hand. We grab shears. Brilliant. Love to see it. We pick her up. Beautiful. Love to see it ×2. We grab iron. You guessed it. Beautiful. Love to see it. We set up this. For a golem. We place a catcher. We chuck in cages. We upgrade this so that it's the fastest that it can possibly be. Power. Nope. No, he takes different filters. Sure. And then I think I just get hit. Does it need redstone, do you think? Let's find out. Hit me. Hit me. Is it because I own it that it doesn't want to hit me? Okay. Alright, this is fine. We will search far and wide for something that doesn't like me. We have spawners, but the spawners are all like no AI, aren't they? What am I missing? What? I know we've got bees. In theory, I can attack a bee, and a bee will sting me once. I don't think just like a cactus. I mean, I don't even have a normal cactus. That's how pathetic we are. I could trade for one. An aura cactus and some sand. Do we even have? Where's our sand? This is our sand. Can I get like thousands of sand made up, please? I only need one, but... okay. Alright. We do have mob spawns. It's just a matter of where. Is that I thought that was a giant zombie. It wasn't. Believe it or not. What's this? Oh, okay, we've got stuff. That looks special, but I don't think it is. Alright. Cool. Okay. What are we thinking? I'm thinking that if this doesn't work, it's a 30% chance. I've been hit a few times, right? 30% isn't insanely high, but it's also not that low. Can we... Oh my god, okay, sure. Hit me. I want you to hit me. Very nice. Hit me. Alright, well, I mean, we've been hit a few times. What I'm thinking possibly is actually just putting it directly on my head. So that it's actually, it's out. It's a physical thing. Come on, man. Yeah. Look. Kamikazebee. And as you can see, productivity very high. How cool is that? So I'll tell you what, we'll aim for 2. Just so that we have 2. There we go. That's another one. We didn't get him in time. Because apparently this guy phased up. Come on. Okay. Dude. Okay, nice. The drown just coming to help out. Oh, see, the bee did spawn, but he's run over there. The bee spawned. Get in. They're trolling. They're actively trolling. Okay. Speed. We don't even have any speed upgrades anymore. Speed upgrade. Cool. Boom. We got 50 of them. Okay. Get in the thing, man. And now they're all dead. Alright, what gives blessing? My pants. I need to take my pants off. Okay. Enemy, please. No enemy? No problem. Do we have one under the sea? No? Okay. That's alright. We'll simply, go find some more. Oh. What should be a simple task. I just need to get hit. Pretty simple. Just, the problem is the bee comes out and, like, saves your life. Alright, we got a zombie. So, boom. And boom. And then I'm also going to hold some. Where is it? Like, are you kidding me? No. The second it spawns, I need to kill the zombie. He's still getting struck. There he is. There he is. Wow. Okay. Oh, did we get a few? No, Diamond Bee, Kamikazbee. Now, there's a fairly good chance that these can't breed, but you don't know until you try. If they can't breed, it means we need to farm probably a lot more. Not a lot more, but like 3 or 4 or 5. You know what I mean? I could probably teleport home, but you know, it's too late. I'm already traveling. So yeah, we'll see if we can straight away. And then if we can, we'll sleep through the night. Skippity, blah, blah, blah. I said skip itty, okay? I did not say skibbity. Jeez, guys, come on. All right, doesn't work. Good to know. Ancient bees can go back in. I will get a few more. Well, we can make it nighttime with a sleepy thingy. So I'll just show you, I guess, what we're doing. So Kamikazbee. We've got bottles here, which is good. We want to do this. And do this. There we go. So they've been bottled. They've gone in here. As a result, we get stingers. We get the thingy to do its thing. Like so. Which should be really fast. There we go. Not as fast as I would have thought, but that's okay. And so then, that stuff goes in here. We get Kamikazbee here. And Kamikaze there. But that's not what we're after. We are after a very high productivity. This guy here, 43 we got. And we also got a 51. That's pretty good. So what we can do is if we undo and redo that, as you can see, it sorts it all as much as it can. And so you flick that a few times and it's relatively sorted. So the green ones are obviously what we want. So we can check near the top. And we have a 94 productivity. So what we can do as well is we can filter. Oh, I don't know what just happened, but that's okay. I was just going to try to get things somewhat filtered so that when something new comes in, we might be able to find it. You know what I mean? What was that? Hostile. Okay, yeah. Cool. So I think we just need one more Kamikazbee to get this to 100. Ideally, we would have 2 so that we can make 2 of our bees very high productivity, but we can also just squish more. Like, it's easier to squish other bees, if that makes sense. Man, the first bee we got so fast. it captured it so quickly. And then the rest have just like ran for their life. I think the strat was to just kill the mob after it hits me. I think that worked out pretty well. What's that? That's a thing, I guess. Oh, well, in that case, I don't even need to... Ideally, we do want it to be something that melees. Because then I can pretty much stand in front of it. The second the bee spawns, I pick it up. Because I don't know how to get the catcher to work a little bit faster otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like this guy. That we can do. I feel dumb. You know what I mean? Let's, I'm gonna go back to the skeletons, see if they're still here. And just let them wail on me. And I'll set up a little catch-up. But I think then, here they are. At least here's one of them. Catch him! Server restart. To be fair, it didn't sound like it was capturing. I might have to look up how to do it, because I clearly don't know. Okay. I've killed them all, unintentionally. Range upgrades. There are range upgrades. These do what we want. Or at least that's the word on the street. So, blah, 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 blah. Bookmark you. Honey treat you. 100 of you, please. Bingo, bango. That goes there. Cool. We don't need that many. We just need a couple of range upgrades. Cool. So this guy's now max range. We just now need to get whacked. So, what we'll do is probably just head home. Or, you know, there might be some foresting friends that haven't burnt up that potentially want to fire ballistic arrows at me. Maybe? Perhaps? Perchance? Yeah, look at this guy. He does not look friendly. Perfect. Come on. Nice. And he's summoning stuff. Oh, yeah, there we go. You know what? Because we have the range upgrade now, I feel a lot more confident. Let's put on some armor. It's not really... Well, I'm feeling less confident now. I'm feeling less confident in my ability to just survive. Let's just come up here real quick. Do we have like a golden apple I could like just snack on just a little bit just to make me a little bit stronger? All right, we got a few. That's pretty good. Perfect. Nice. All right. I'm pretty happy with what we got, to be honest. All right, let's open you. Cool. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'll be needing you. So, there you go, buddy. Hopefully he didn't drop the best item in the game because I am leaving it, whatever it was. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we got a lot of that stuff, so we'll run it. That should be pretty good. Bada bing, bada boom is what I'm thinking. We're losing frames. Because that is what it is. Okay, so, we come here. Wonderful. Maybe I should have eaten my bee soup. What a game. What a time to be alive. Alright. Cool. Awesome. Everyone's happy. Alright, kamikazbees. So, what do we want to do? We want to kamikazbee. Cool. There's a chance we could get like a spawn egg and like spawn out of them, you know what I mean? But I don't think we need to, is I guess the main point. Pop, pop. And that all goes in there. Go here. Speed, dear. And then we'll grab an extra one of those. We'll chuck these in. Boom. And there we go, I believe. Right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, the collector grabs them. Yeah, makes sense. Alright. So everything comes in here. We turn this off, turn this on. Does a little dance. We get to do that a little bit. And then hopefully we have at least two. I'm really banking on the fact that we might have two. So in other words, these two. Or these two. There we go. Yeah. Alright, productivity very high. Awesome. So what do we want now? We want honey treats. And my understanding is that I just combine them. Like so. Like that. Okay? Then, now what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to farm ancient bees, right? So, as a result, if we come down here, we can take out both of these ancient bees. So, ancient bee. Place 1, honey treat. Place 2. Oh, I think I honey treated them. Cool. We can now pick them both up. And as you can see, they both have productivity very high, which is very good. Now, is there anything else we want here? What I mean by that is, do we have any, not endurance, but what do they call it? Like, the time of the day that they work. It doesn't look like we do, unless we used it all up. is possibly... Am I crazy? Oh, it's the diurnal, yeah. So these ones mean that they work during the day. Now, do we have any bees that work during the night? Meta-urnal. So this skulk bee is meta-urnal, meaning it'll work during the day and the night. The rest of them are only set for the day, which is fine. Like, realistically, I always want it to be day. Like, I just do. So I don't think that's a problem. I just thought, hey, if we had some bees, like if we had a quantity of bees that were meta-urnal, we could, I think it would be worth it. Because the alternative is, oh, what are these actually? We have another skulk bee there that's meta-urnal, so we could breed them. Okay. And so is this. This is just a normal bee. Crystalline bee. Okay. To make them meta-urnal, I would have to keep these outside during the nighttime and during the daytime. So you keep them hooked up with a lead and they would become meta-urnal. The downside with not making these meta-urnal would mean that any bee that I make beyond this, so in other words, I'm planning to make an ancient bee. Well, I guess the egg, you know what, it won't matter, right? Because I'm trying to make an egg. So it actually doesn't, well, I guess I don't have the, look, it's fine. We'll live, essentially. But yeah, so these will now get us very high productivity, which we'll use on every bee ever going forward. So we'll chuck that in. And there we go. Very nice. All right, so this guy now is going to need a different bee. So if we search ancient, we have the stack of adult bees here that we will crush. And now we've got very high productivity bees coming in as well. So we want to say, hey, these ones, chuck them in. There we go. This here, we do have a crafting card. We have the honey treats. I think what we want to do, though, is maintain a lot more in this. I don't know if we want to maintain a lot more. I don't know if it matters. In other words, if I go in here and do honey treat and just say, like, hey, just get, like, a couple thousand, we either can or we can't, I guess. Why can't I? No crafting CPUs available. Really? Because if we order in bulk, it crafts a lot more. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Just to, like, keep this filled. Okay. We got this recipe. We got this recipe. It's fine. It's not too bad. Okay, cool. So, regardless of how those are going. Now, you might be able to chuck child bees in here. I just don't think you can. So let me know, let me know if you can, I guess. We want to chuck these in. Make sure we have enough bottles. We do. And there you go. We want to fill this up before it crams. I don't know at what point cramming starts, but we don't want that to happen. Boom, boom. We don't want the stingers as well. In fact, we're clearly losing here. So we do want a pipe upgrade. It looks like it's not emptying fast enough at all. So if I chuck this in there, that will empty faster. And then I think, honestly, I think we want it to go into a buffer. So into a chest. Ideally, a sophisticated one. We've got a bunch of these spare now, so we'll do that. So the stingers will go in there and the rest of the stuff. I think that's pretty good. And then, I mean, that should just be fine, to be honest. We've got speed upgrades, so it should do film. So we'll see how that goes. So we get a bunch in there, and then if I do this, this guy empties pretty much instantly, which is great. So we should actually get a lot more out of this. Yeah. Okay. I am wondering if we can attempt to do some sort of auto crafting in here. I just don't necessarily think we can. Maybe you can, like if I do a compression, will it compress these? I'm not sure, but regardless, this is a nice buffer. Okay, sure. Okay, interesting. Now let's do another pipe. We've got a pipe on us. I'll chuck an upgrade in. They're not too expensive, so I don't mind doing that. We'll chuck this here. Set him up to extract. Chuck in that. So as you can see, that guy fills. And so then, does that work? we want this to off when powered. No, we want it to be on when powered. Huh? What? Off when powered. So that'd be on. No. Okay. Well, you get the idea. That's not what I want. I want a lever. A lever. I want a lever. That is now off when powered. I can turn that off. We can take out one. We can turn it on. Basically, this thing's horrible. It can't sort if it doesn't have space. So you end up having to like do that. So you almost need like a clock to do it. Which I don't know why, basically. I don't know why, but it kind of is what it is. So if I do that, does that seems to have pretty good luck. Yeah, so this time around, we actually want the purple, and we want netherite. So we've got 2 here, which, I mean, it's already enough, to be quite frank with you. What we want to do is, this time it's in the incubator. Yeah, so either one of these, I guess. Well, no. Huh? We want an egg. We want a honey tree. We want to make this into netherite, like that. We want to chuck this in here with that, and then we get ancient bee spawn eggs. Ta-da! How cool. Okay. Awesome. Pretty good progress. We've done a lot this episode. Right? Is everyone following? You guys all on board? No? That's okay. We have what we want. We have ancient bee spawn eggs. Now, we want to Allthemodiumize them. How do we do that? We need liquid Allthemodium, which means we need item melting, which means we need a black foundry controller, and we need either lava or soul lava. Cool. So we can use lava, essentially. We have ingots, so we can smelt that to get 90 millibuckets, which is worth an ingot. And then in order to cast what we want, it already said that it was 4 ingots. Cool. All that's doable. We will need a casting table, which I can't bookmark because I got it up there. We'll bookmark it there. And look, I think that this will be how I think it is. Is that a sentence? Probably not, but that's okay. I think it's essentially going to be the same as the one we know and love. Am I speaking English yet? I don't really know what I'm saying. But you guys know what I'm saying. Tinker's construct. I think it'll be pretty similar to that. Or honestly, I think it'll be identical. So we've got that for the Black Foundry controller. We'll want a Black Foundry drain, no doubt. We'll want a Foundry tap, they're calling it. I know them as faucets. We will want... I probably don't even need a sword, let's be honest. Let's do that. We will... You know what? I forgot I had the time on. There's some stuff we probably got to sped up there instead of getting the upgrades, but it's fine, it's fine. We are going to want more fire bricks, because the casting table is probably that. There we go. And then we might want a tank, which is probably going to be that with glass, potentially. Let's have a look. Yep, Black Foundry tank. Very nice. And then we want bricks. So that will probably be... well, it looks like it's going to be more of that regardless. So grab out that. We just used up all their clay. We're going to pretend that that's fine. Fire bricks. Fire bricks! Smelt! There we go. And that's probably going to be that recipe there. Cool. And so we get a stack. Awesome. Now, this foundry we will place here. Sure. So I'm just going to make it as I would the Tinker's one. So I could probably... Boom, boom, boom. So what you would do is you would make something like this. You would then make something like this. You would provide the controller somewhere like there. You'd put the tank somewhere, and then you'd fill that up. And so that would be the structure, as is. Whether or not I'm building it right, we'll find out soon. And then, oh yeah, see, it's not happy. Invalid bottom starting block. At position 111. which is here. 45. 45. 45. And then 236, which is here. 45. Why are you talking about... How big does this thing have to be? Invalid bottom starting block. Alright, I look. This is what you would do. You would chuck a drain in, and a drain would be needed. But I don't think that's magically going to fix it. Okay. Let's learn. So this is what? This is productive metalworks. Now, we didn't get a book, or at least not today. Do we have it in the system though? Do we have any productive thingy-majiggies? Oh, look at this. To get the Allthemodium bee, breed a withered bee with an ancient bee. I think that's an old, that must be an old one, right? Allthemodium bee. This guy doesn't have any breeding options. It just has the egg, which is what we're doing. Alright, cool. Well, I couldn't find what we wanted. Let's search productive metal. Does that work? Well, it looks like it's working. There is a big book of metallurgy. Let's jump in here, do at metal. No. Alright, how do we craft it? Fire bricks and book. Easily done. An introduction, the foundry. Oh, look at this. So at the bottom, we have liquid heating coils. I like it. Liquid heating coils. Liquid heating coil. Very nice. That's copper, fire bricks, and bucket. And so we are going to want a few more bucket. And then we want to make, I guess, 9 of these guys total. Cool. So that will be here. And pow, 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 pow. Ta-da! There we go. Cool. So we have the tank here. Heating coils are heating, I guess. How do we want to put the lava in here? How are we getting lava currently, I guess is question number 1. We are pulling lava. Probably, I'd imagine from this tank, but it's currently getting milk, so I don't really know how true that is. We have lava, we have a fluid drawer here. I mean, so if I just set up wireless magic, then it would go there, so that would work. Can we do ender tank? What tanks do we have? We have these guys. I'll tell you what, I like ender tanks. I like how they look, and I like how they act. End tank. Specifically this mod is very fun. In saying that, I probably should have just used red wool from the get-go, but that's okay. So we'll grab these. I'll grab 2 diamonds, and we'll grab red dye if we can. Ideally, I want to make some more. Perfect. We want about 6. So one of them will be here, and the other one will be elsewhere. This guy, we want to diamond lock the thing here. Essentially what that does is it makes it mine. So it's now dew streams. And then I want lava to be on the red, red, red network. So there we go. So then in order to link this ender tank, which we'll just chuck anywhere. I mean, like, we probably can just have it up here, but I'm just deciding if that is what we want to do or whether we want to put it somewhere else or... I don't know. We don't have network over there. We do have network here. It could totally go here. So we'll place that there. I'll diamond it. Red, red, red. We will probably export. I was going to do storage bus, but we'll do export. ME stock export bus. ME export bus. Sure. And that should be fine. So we'll grab cable as well. Do that. Export bus. And we want to do lava. Pow. And so this guy fills up with lava. And the beauty is that the lava should also be in the other one. If I've done this right. There we go. Now, I'll pick it up. There we go. There is a chance that having it here and flipping this, yeah, fills the adjacent inventory. How cool is that? I wasn't sure if it would only do up and down, so I was going to have it possibly a pipe, but it's always worth testing. So 4 buckets get stored there. That tank's going to keep filling up and keep this guy stocked, essentially. And we are ready. So the table can go here. The foundry tap can go here. Look, I appreciate the effort. I mean, I like it. I like the concept of the floor. The textures of the table are interesting. I enjoy the tap. I think the tap looks good. The drain definitely doesn't look as good as the Tinker's Construct one, as well as just the fire bricks themselves. It looks very Zycraft, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like, I don't know. It's not hitting the same itch that, like, a Tinker's Smeltery does. This tank looks nice. The controller, yeah, I like the flame in it. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, it is what it is. All right, we have Allthemodium. We obviously want 4 of this. We want to chuck it in there. Now, however big you build this is however many inventory spots you have. As you can see here, we're using 4 of what we've got. So if you make it taller, you can put more in. And I think it becomes more fuel efficient the bigger it is. Because I think it uses the same amount of lava no matter what. Maybe. I don't know. You'll just have to take my word for it. All right. So now, if you look in here, we have 4 ingots worth. How beautiful. So what we want to do is grab our Ancient Bee spawn egg, place it on the casting table, right-click our Foundry tap. That looks nice. Then it will slowly dry. And we have an Allthemodium bee spawn egg. How cool is that? So, you guessed it. We can grab a cage, like so. We should be able to as well. Alright, hold on. Let's flick that. How much did that do? That did a lot. Well, it should be, yeah, it's doing its thing. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, and then we actually want to do ancient. We want these, because these are the very high productivity ones. We definitely want those all crushed up. So we're going to fill that up as much as we can. Probably not too many, because again, it looked kind of overkill last time. With what we ended up having it happen in here. Like, this is messy. You can't middle click sort it. It's very just, ugh, you know what I mean? But it's fine. If I just keep saying it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, we're after a green one. Obviously, we want it to be very high productivity. So there we go. We've got 2 there. Sounds good to me. Let's search honey, treats, bada bing, bada boom. Cool. I'll make 2. We'll just keep an extra one in there. So we got this guy. So I'll place him down. He'll now be very high productivity. I'll pick him up. Oh, I just realized he's useless. Because he's going to need an Allthemodium block, isn't he? Also, why is this guy not doing anything? Do we know what's happening there? No pipe upgrade? That shouldn't be a problem. This guy's full as well. Is it really a chunk loading problem? Let me just have a quick check over here and see what's happening. So, inside here, we have this guy, and he's exporting. Okay. I mean, that shouldn't matter regardless. It shouldn't matter at all. Like, it genuinely shouldn't. These aren't magically empty now? Nope. Okay. It's like this is owner Dew stream. The other ones are, like, locked? No. Okay. Okay. And then, are they being emptied? No. I really have no idea why it's not doing it. Let's get 2 of these. If I chuck that in there, does that now suddenly it's like, whoa, oh my god. I mean, it clearly worked at some point. The only thing I'm possibly thinking is maybe, because it's extracting from the top. You know what I mean? Instead of from the side. I mean, that's all that makes sense to me. So, I mean, we can try that. So, like, if we do that, we can remove that, we can remove that, we can do that. Yeah, it's working. Alright, let's see if that does the trick. So, I will disconnect that. We'll set that guy up to extract. Yeah, it's working. Very strange. Alright, well, we can chuck that in to empty him pretty quick. And we can chuck that in to empty him pretty quick as well. Alright, we still have the problem, though, where well, we have the bee now. We have an Allthemodium bee, but we have no Allthemodium block. Which, I'll be honest, is something I didn't think about at all. And if we had of, I mean, we'd need 4 blocks for the seeds. I was gonna say if we did the seeds, maybe we'd be able to get. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Unlucky. Okay, so we have the bee, but no block. And I'll be honest with you guys. I genuinely feel like the laser drill. Like, all laser based. This guy, he just needs, like, pink slime. He doesn't need ether to make him. He needs some iron ore, some diamonds. And then he just needs drills, which is gold and diamond. That can just get you Allthemodium. The real question as to whether I will even consider doing laser drills without trying other stuff first would be speed add-on. This stuff. Okay. Essentially it was this, if there would be different tiers. And there totally is. Now, are they horrific to make? Well, to be honest, this recipe is not. What about this? Arguably that's worse, the pink slime, for me. Oh my god. Oh. We're probably going to be doing laser drills, guys. We're probably going to be doing laser drills. The problem is, once we do laser drills, I don't think there's a reason to do the bees at all. Oh, God. You know what? There still might be, because I think the bees can get better. As in, like, a lot better. Like, productivity. You can get an Omega productivity upgrade, which is crazy. And then, obviously, we've got these, speedier upgrades, which are ridiculous. Time counter, that sounds cool. But, like this, twice as good as the other one, except in hives, and then I guess it's not twice as fast. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you like bees, we've just done bees. We also set up a little foundry, so, you know, that's nice. That's a nice little addition to the base. Okay. Yeah. Probably doing laser drill, unless you guys have any other suggestions for getting the Allthemodium in question. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Hopefully you're still sticking around. Hopefully you're having a good time as well. Hopefully you're having fun in whatever it is you're doing. I'm on a little private server here, but the public server's been popping. Or at least it especially was when I was doing the base uploads. So thank you guys. Thanks for sticking around, I guess. Hey, I almost made it through the whole episode. It's just like a little lingering cough. And obviously talking nonstop sort of makes it a little bit worse. Oh, did I do that? Oh, it's probably to get out. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, FunFetties13, and Space Trooper John. And hopefully we have Cactus. We totally have Cactus. Just between you and me, guys, we have Cactus. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. I do need a thumbnail. I guess this made us an Allthemodium bee. So I guess it's fair to have that in the thumbnail, maybe. Boom. Yeah. Alright, goodbye.